Captain Zara Kane wiped green Clythar blood from her cracked visor, her boots crunching on the debris-strewn bridge of the EFS Vanguard. The Clythar Dominion siege fleet, 50 angular dreadnoughts, loomed over the neutral colony of Valus, their plasma cannons glowing. "Well, this is a mess," she muttered, tossing a fried circuit board. Her XO, Lieutenant Mateo Cruz, patched a sparking console. "Boss, we're late, outnumbered, and our shields are at 30%. You sure about this?" Zara grinned, her face smudged with soot. "Mateo, when have I ever been sure?" She tapped her comm. "All ships, this is Kane. Hold tight. Look pathetic." The view screen flickered, showing Valus's battered defenses, and the Clythar flagship, Pride of Zynar. A reptilian face appeared. Warlord Vrax, scales glinting. "Human vermin, you dare interfere?" "Valus is ours. Flee or burn." Kane leaned back, boots on the console. "Hey, Vrax, Captain Zara Kane, Earthfleet. We're just here to chat. How about you pack up your shiny toys and leave Valus alone?" Vrax's slit eyes narrowed. "Your species is a galactic footnote, confined to your mudball. You lack the strength to challenge us." Kane chuckled. "Yeah, we're bad at staying home. Built this fleet from your junked relays." "Want to see what it can do?" Cruz whispered. "Zara, we've got 12 ships, half functional. They've got 50. Kane waved him off, signaling the engineer, Ensign Layla Chen. "Lila, juice the pulse trick." The Vanguard's core hummed, venting excess radiation to mimic a weapon charging. Valus's sensors lit up, and Vrax's tail twitched. "What is this energy spike?" Kane's grin widened. "Just a human hello. We've been dodging your containment nets for years, Vrax. Found your old tech, got creative. Let Valus go or we test this baby." Vrax hissed, "You bluff. One ship cannot defy the Dominion." Kane shrugged. "One? Nah, I brought friends. Cruz, show 'em." The view screen split, revealing her ragtag fleet, cobbled together freighters and fighters, their hulls patched but defiant. Vrax's scales darkened, his dreadnoughts powering weapons. Zara's fingers hovered over the comm, her bluff hanging by a thread as the Clythar fleet closed in. The EFS Vanguard's bridge vibrated as the Clythar fleet's plasma cannons locked onto Captain Zara Kane's ragtag flotilla. Warlord Vrax's sneering face filled the view screen, his scales gleaming with contempt. "Human, your pathetic fleet is no match for the Clythar Dominion. Surrender, and I may spare your lives." Zara kicked her boots off the console, smirking. "Spare us? Vrax, I'm trying to spare you a bad day." Lieutenant Cruz hissed. "Zara, our pulse trick is overheating the core. We can't fake it much longer." Zara nodded, eyes on Vrax. "Lila, keep it humming. Mateo, ping Valus. Tell him to play dead." Ensign Chen adjusted the radiation vent, the Vanguard's false weapon signature spiking. Valus's colony shields dimmed, faking collapse. Vrax's tail lashed. "Your colony allies falter. You cannot save them." Zara leaned forward, voice sharp. "Funny thing, Vrax, humans don't save people by playing fair. We've been cracking your containment codes since you blockaded Earth. Want a demo?" She signaled Chen, who rerouted power, making the Vanguard's hull glow like a supernova. The Clythar flagship hesitated, its escorts shifting nervously. Cruz muttered, "Core's at 80%. We're risking meltdown." Zara ignored him. "Vrax, last chance. Leave Valus, or we unleash hell." The warlord's claws dug into his throne. "Hell? A human myth. You have no such power." Zara laughed. "Myth? Maybe, but we're real good at making myths reality." So, her console pinged. Valus's governor, whispering via encrypted channel. "Kane, our defenses are failing for real. You've got hours, not days." Zara's grin didn't falter. "Hang tight, Governor. We've got this." She unmuted Vrax. "See, Warlord, Valus trusts us. Bet your fleet's wondering why." Vrax's eyes flicked to his aides, who hissed urgently. "Your energy readings are anomalous," he growled. "Explain." Zara shrugged. "Just Earth tech, Vrax. We repurposed your containment relays into something spicier. Want to test it?" The Vanguard's glow intensified, and a Clithar cruiser backed off, spooked. Zara's heart raced as Vrax's flagship powered its main cannon, aiming for Valis' heart. Captain Zara Kane's EFS Vanguard weaved through Valis' orbit, her fleet's chaotic dance confusing the Clithar Dominion's targeting systems. Warlord Vrax's flagship loomed, its plasma turrets tracking but not firing. Human, Vrax hissed on the view screen. Your tricks cannot hide your weakness. Valis will fall. Zara smirked, wiping blood from a fresh cut on her cheek. Weak? Vrax, we're just warming up. Lieutenant Cruz gripped his console. Zara, core's at 85%. One more pulse trick, and we're scrap. Ensign Chen called from engineering. I can reroute coolant. Buy us 10 minutes. Zara nodded. Do it, Lila. Mateo, jam their scanners. Use their own relay codes. Cruz hesitated. That'll expose our hack, Zara winked. Exactly. Let 'em panic. The Vanguard broadcast a hacked Clithar signal, scrambling their fleet's sensors. Vrax's scales flared. Treachery! You've infiltrated our systems? Zara leaned in, voice casual. Found your backdoor keys floating near Saturn. Sloppy, Vrax. Now about Valis. Walk away, or we crash your network. Valis' governor pinged again, voice strained. Kane, Clithar drones are landing. We're holding, but not for long. Zara's jaw tightened. Copy, Governor. Reinforcements incoming. She muted the comm, turning to Cruz. Mateo, signal the Talon and Raptor. Time for Plan B. Cruz paled. The decoys? They're barely armed. Zara grinned. Don't need guns, just guts. Two freighters rigged to look like warships broke from the fleet, broadcasting fake weapon signatures. The Clithar escorts pivoted, chasing shadows. Vrax roared, You dare mock us? Zara shrugged. Mock? Nah, just keeping you busy. Lila, hit the pulse again. Low burst. The Vanguard's core groaned, venting radiation in a controlled flicker, enough to spook a Clithar cruiser into retreating. Chen cursed. That's it, Zara. Core's done after this. Zara nodded, eyes on the tactical display. Her fleet's erratic moves had split the Clithar formation. Vrax's drones descended on Valis, their red eyes glowing in the colony's dusk. Captain Zara Kane's EFS Vanguard darted through Valis' debris field, Clithar drones swarming the colony below. Warlord Vrax's flagship, Pride of Zynar, powered its main cannon, targeting Valis' capital. Human, Vrax snarled on the view screen. Your distractions fail. Surrender or we glass the planet. Zara, blood dripping from a gash on her arm, laughed. Glass it? Vrax, you're stealing my lines. Lieutenant Cruz gripped his chair. Zara, core's critical. Shields at 20%. We're out of pulse tricks. Ensign Chen's voice crackled from engineering. I can give you one last burst, then we're dead in the water. Zara nodded. Prep it, Lila. Mateo, root power to thrusters. We're going in. Cruz blinked. In? Like at them? Zara grinned, feral. Yup, full ramming speed. She tapped her comm. Fleet, keep the escorts busy. Vanguard's got the big guy. Her ships, freighters and fighters, swarmed the Clithar flanks, drawing fire. Vrax's scales twitched. You attack my flagship? Madness! Zara leaned into the screen. Madness is our specialty, Vrax. Ever hear of Thermopylae? Humans love a lost cause. She signaled Chen. Lila, dump everything into shields and thrusters. Mateo, aim for their cannon. The Vanguard surged, its patched hull glowing as it barreled toward the Pride. Clithar turrets fired, shaking the bridge. Chen shouted, Shields at 10%. We won't survive impact. Zara braced herself. Don't need to, just need to scare 'em. The Vanguard closed in, its fake weapon's signature flickering. Vrax's eyes widened. Cease this insanity, Zara smirked. Too late, Warlord. See you in hell. At the last second, she yelled, Mateo, veer off. The Vanguard swerved, grazing the Pride's cannon, disabling it. Vrax's flagship recoiled, its escorts hesitating. Cruz exhaled. You're nuts. Zara winked. Worked, didn't it? Valis' governor hailed, voice shaky. Kane, drones are retreating. You bought us time. Zara's console sparked. Systems failing. Lila, keep us alive. Mateo, signal Earth. Where's our backup? Cruz checked. 10 hours out. Clythar's regrouping. Vrax's voice returned. Venomous. You've delayed the inevitable, human. Valus falls. Zara's grin didn't fade. Not today, Vrax. Her eyes locked on the view screen. Vrax's flagship powering up again, its shadow swallowing Valus's hope. The EFS Vanguard's bridge was a furnace of sparks and smoke, its hull groaning as Clethar plasma beams tore into Valus's defenses. Captain Zara Kane, blood dripping from a gash on her forehead, patched a flickering console. Warlord Vrax's dreadnoughts tightened their grip on the colony, his voice dripping with venom. Human, your ship is a corpse. Valus is ours. Zara spat blood, her grin unbroken. Corpse? Vrax, we're the undead. Lieutenant Cruz, clutching a shattered panel, rasped, Zara, we've got no shields. Core's at 10%. We're done. Ensign Chen, grease-streaked, shouted from engineering, I can squeeze 5 minutes from the thrusters. Then we're toast. Zara nodded, eyes blazing. Lila, make it sing. Mateo, hack their drone swarm. Use their own codes. Cruz's jaw dropped. Hack drones? That's insane. Zara's grin sharpened. Insane's our brand. Cruz sent a virus, ripped from Clethar relays, into their drone network. Half the swarm turned, firing on their own ships. Vrax roared, You defile our machines. Zara leaned into the view screen. Defile? Nah, just taught him to dance. Want to join? Velus's governor pinged, voice ragged. Kane, our bunkers are crumbling. Hours left. Zara's fist clenched. Hold tight, Governor. We're pulling their teeth. She signaled her fleet. 9 ships, battered but fierce. Hit their escorts, wild patterns, no rules. Her freighters dove, sowing chaos in the Clethar ranks. Zara tapped her comm. Lila, rig the sensor array. Blast a fake fleet signature. Chen frowned but complied, the Vanguard broadcasting signals of a dozen Phantom warships. Clethar sensors scrambled, their formation fracturing. Vrax's scales flared. Illusions! You cannot hide! Zara laughed. Hide? I'm right here, Lizard. Chen yelled. Thrusters failing! The Vanguard lurched, lights flickering. Cruz checked his scanner. Dauntless is 9 hours out. We're cutting it close. Zara nodded. Then we get dirty. Mateo, load the cargo bay, scrap, fuel cells, anything heavy. Dump it at their flagship. Cruz blinked. A junk bomb? Zara's eyes gleamed. Boom! The Vanguard ejected a cloud of debris, hurtling toward Vrax's bridge. It wasn't lethal, but it blinded their sensors, stalling their advance. Valus's defenders rallied, inspired. Vrax's voice shook with rage as his flagship's turrets swiveled, aiming for the Vanguard's heart. Captain Zara Kane clung to the EFS Vanguard's command chair as sparks rained from the ceiling. Valus burned below, Clethar drones resuming their assault. Warlord Vrax's flagship circled, its secondary cannons targeting the colony's core. Human, Vrax hissed via comm. Your drones are spent. Valus is mine. Zara, blood streaking her face, chuckled. Yours. Vrax, you're squatting on borrowed land. Lieutenant Cruz, bandaging a burned hand, coughed. Zara, we're on emergency power. No weapons, no tricks. Ensign Chen's voice rasped from engineering. I've got 1 thruster left. 5 minutes max. Zara nodded. Lila, prep for a hard burn. Mateo, hack their targeting array. Use their own codes. Cruz stared. Hack that? It's suicide. Zara grinned. Suicide's our vibe today. Cruz sent a virus, cobbled from Clethar relay scraps, into their targeting systems. Clethar cannons misfired, hitting empty space. Vrax's scales flared. You defile our technology, Zara shrugged. Defile? We just borrowed it. You should lock your back doors better. Valus's governor hailed, voice cracking. Kane, our shields are gone. Drones are breaching the capital. Zara's chest tightened. Evacuate who you can, Governor. We'll draw their fire. She signaled her fleet. All ships flanked their escorts. Wild patterns, no predictability. Her freighters zigzagged, dodging plasma volleys, splitting Vrax's attention. Zara tapped her comm. Lila, angle us between Valus and that flagship. Mateo broadcast a fake surrender. Cruz balked. Surrender? Zara winked. Bait. The Vanguard limped forward, broadcasting. Clythar, we yield. Ceasefire. Vrax's laugh echoed. Pathetic. Approach and I'll consider mercy. The Vanguard drifted closer, thrusters flickering. Chen whispered. 3 minutes left. Zara gripped her chair. On my mark, full burn, straight at their bridge. Cruz swallowed. You're insane? Zara's grin was wild. Always. At the last second, she yelled, Now! The Vanguard roared, veering past the flagship, its wake disrupting Vrax's sensors. Vrax's cannons hesitated, confused. Zara laughed. Gotcha, lizard! Her console pinged. Dauntless, 6 hours out. Valus's defenses rallied, but the Vanguard's hull sparked, a warning of collapse. The EFS Vanguard groaned, its last thruster coughing as Captain Zara Kane steered it through Valus's debris-choked orbit. Claythar dreadnoughts hammered the colony, Warlord Vrax's flagship locking onto the Vanguard. Human, Vrax growled, your ruse fails. Your ship dies, then Valus. Zara, blood crusting her lips, smirked. Die? Vrax, I'm just getting started. Lieutenant Cruz, clutching a shattered console, rasped, Zara, we've got no power, no shields. We're done. Ensign Chen, voice faint from engineering, said, I can divert life support to weapons. 1 shot, maybe. Zara nodded. Lila, make it count. Mateo, rig the comms for a wide burst. Cruz frowned. Wide burst? For what? Zara's eyes glinted. To scream. She recorded a message. Clythar, this is Kane. We've rigged our core to blow. Take us. You lose half your fleet. She looped it across all channels, her voice defiant. Vrax's scales twitched. A lie! You lack such power. Zara leaned in. Want to roll those dice, Warlord? Her fleet, battered but stubborn, kept harassing Clythar escorts, sowing chaos. Valus's governor pinged, voice grim. Kane, we're evacuating, but drones are everywhere. Zara gripped her armrest. Keep moving, Governor. We'll pull their focus. She signaled Chen. Lila, fake a core breach. Vent what's left. The Vanguard shuddered, leaking radiation in a wild flare, mimicking a meltdown. Clythar cruisers backed off, spooked. Vrax roared, You cannot frighten us. But his flagship slowed, wary. Cruz whispered, Dauntless is 5 hours out. We're cutting it thin. Zara grinned. Thin's my style. She tapped her comm. Fleet, hit their sensors. Anything shiny, throw it. Her ships launched debris. Broken panels, spent fuel cells, clogging Clythar scanners. Vrax's voice wavered. Your desperation is pitiful, Zara laughed. Pitiful? We're having fun, Chen shouted. Weapons ready. 1 plasma bolt. Where? Zara pointed at the view screen. Their comm array. Blind them. The Vanguard fired, a weak shot grazing Vrax's flagship, disabling its relays. Clythar coordination faltered, drones stalling. Zara's heart raced as Valus's civilians fought back, their shadows clashing in the colony streets. The EFS Vanguard drifted, a husk in Valus's orbit, its systems dark except for flickering emergency lights. Clythar dreadnoughts hammered the colony, Warlord Vrax's flagship regaining control despite its damaged comms. Human, Vrax sneered. Your ship is dead. Valus kneels. Zara, slumped in her chair, blood pooling at her boots, chuckled. Kneel? Vrax, you don't know humans. Lieutenant Cruz, face pale, checked his scanner. Zara, we've got nothing. Core's offline. Weapons gone. Ensign Chen, limping onto the bridge, clutched a toolkit. I can restart auxiliary power. 2 minutes of maneuver, Max. Zara nodded, wincing. Lila, you're a miracle. Mateo, signal Valus. Tell him to arm civilians. Cruz blinked. Civilians? Against drones? Zara's grin was grim. Humans fight dirty. Always have. She hailed Valus's governor. Gov, get your people sticks, rocks, anything. Swarm those drones. The governor hesitated, then agreed. Below, colonists armed with pipes and plasma cutters ambushed Clithar drones, slowing their advance. Vrax's voice cut through static. Your colony's resistance is futile, human. Zara coughed, blood flecking her lips. Futile? We're just annoying you to death. She signaled Chen. Lila, divert power to the hull, electrify it. Chen frowned but complied, rigging the Vanguard's exterior to spark like a live wire. Clithar boarding drones latched on, only to fry and fall. Cruz's scanner pinged. Dauntless is 4 hours out. Valus is holding barely. Zara gripped her chair. Good. Mateo, broadcast our position. Make us a target. Cruz stared. You want more attention? Zara nodded. Draw their fire from Valus. The Vanguard pinged loudly, baiting Clithar cannons. Plasma grazed its hull, rocking the bridge. Vrax laughed. You sacrifice yourself for nothing. Zara smirked. Nothing? I'm buying time, lizard. Her fleet, dwindling but fierce, kept Clithar escorts scattered. Chen shouted, Hull's overheating. We've got seconds. Zara braced herself. One last jolt, Lila. Full charge. The Vanguard flared, a beacon of defiance, stunning nearby Clithar ships. Valus's civilians surged, their makeshift weapons gleaming under flickering lights. As Vrax's drones faltered, the EFS Vanguard burned in Valus's sky, its electrified hull smoking as Clithar cannons tore into it. Captain Zara Kane, vision blurring from blood loss, clung to her console. Warlord Vrax's flagship circled, its drones resuming their assault on Valus's capital. Human, Vrax sneered, your ship is wreckage. Your defiance ends. Zara coughed, grinning. End? Vrax, I'm just a warm-up act. Lieutenant Cruz, dragging an oxygen tank, rasped. Zara, we're on fumes. Hull's breached. Ensign Chen, bandaged and swaying, rerouted power from life support. I've got one comm pulse left, short range. Zara nodded, pain searing her side. Lila, aim it at Valus. Mateo, record this. She leaned into the mic, voice steady. Valus, this is Kane. Fight like humans. Messy, stubborn, free. The message broadcast and Valus's civilians roared, wielding makeshift weapons against drones. Cruz's scanner flickered. Dauntless is 3 hours out. Colony's holding, thanks to you. Zara smirked. Team effort. Lila, any juice for thrusters? Chen shook her head. Just enough to keep us floating. Vrax's voice crackled. Smug. Your words inspire no one, human. Zara laughed, wincing. Inspire? I'm pissing you off, and that's enough. She signaled Cruz. Mateo, rig the escape pods. Launch 'em empty. Full speed. Cruz hesitated. Decoys? Zara nodded. Make 'em chase ghosts. The Vanguard's pods jetted out, mimicking attack craft. Clithar escorts diverted, firing wildly. Vrax's flagship stayed focused, its cannons locking onto the Vanguard. Zara gripped her chair. Lila, vent the last plasma, straight at him. Chen complied, a weak flare erupting toward Vrax's ship, blinding its sensors momentarily. Valus's governor hailed, voice fierce. Kane, we're pushing back drones. You gave us hope. Zara's chest swelled despite the pain. Keep swinging, Governor. Her console sparked, systems failing. Cruz whispered, We're done, Zara. She shook her head. Not yet. Broadcast our core signature. Make it look unstable. The Vanguard pulsed, faking a meltdown. Vrax's flagship hesitated, wary of a trap. Zara's fading gaze fixed on the stars. Valus's fires burning bright below. Captain Zara Kane slumped on the EFS Vanguard's shattered bridge, her blood pooling as Clithar cannons pounded Valus below. Warlord Vrax's flagship loomed, its sensors clearing after her plasma flare. Human, Vrax growled, your ship is rubble. Valus bleeds. Beg and I may show mercy. Zara's laugh was weak but sharp. Mercy? Vrax, I'd rather spit in your eye. Lieutenant Cruz, vision fading, checked his dying scanner. Zara, Dauntless is 2 hours out. We're out of tricks. Ensign Chen slumped against a console, rasped. Comms are fried, but I've got one beacon pulse. Zara nodded, pain clouding her eyes. Lila, send it. Max range. Mateo, loop our distress call. Cruz's hands shook. Distress? They'll know we're bluffing. Zara's grin flickered. Let 'em. Fear's our last weapon. She recorded. Clythar, this is Kane. Vanguard's going supernova. Run or burn with us. The beacon pulsed, broadcasting chaos. Vrax's scales twitched. Lies, your ship cannot destroy us. Zara coughed blood, voice steady. Sure about that, Warlord? Humans love a big exit. She signaled her fleet, barely 5 ships left. All units ram their escorts, sell it. Her freighters dove, sacrificing hulls to disrupt Clythar lines. Valis's governor hailed, voice raw. Kane, we're holding the capital. Your message lit a fire. Zara's heart pounded. Burn bright, Governor. She turned to Chen. Lila, rig the core. Actual overload. Slow burn. Chen stared, horrified. That'll kill us, Zara nodded. And scare Vrax shitless. Do it. Chen worked, tears mixing with soot, setting a delayed detonation. The Vanguard glowed, its signature screaming instability. Vrax's flagship backed off, escorts scattering. You're insane, Vrax hissed. Zara smirked. Classic human, pal. Cruz's scanner pinged. A faint signal, not Clythar, echoing her beacon. Something's out there, he muttered. Zara's gut twisted. Friend or foe? Cruz shook his head. No clue. The Vanguard's core hummed, its light casting Zara's shadow across the broken bridge. A final stand against the void. The EFS Vanguard's core pulsed, a heartbeat from detonation, as Captain Zara Kane lay against a shattered console, blood soaking her uniform. Clythar dreadnoughts wavered, Warlord Vrax's flagship retreating from her suicidal bluff. Human, Vrax's voice trembled. You cannot destroy us all. Zara's grin was faint, defiant. Can't? Vrax, I'm betting my life on it. Lieutenant Cruz, barely conscious, clutched his scanner. Zara, Dauntless is 1 hour out. That mystery signal's closer. Strong. Weird. Ensign Chen, slumped beside her toolkit, whispered, Cores set. 5 minutes till boom. Zara nodded, voice hoarse. Lila, you're a hero. Mateo, hail that signal. Wideband. Cruz croaked. Hail that? We don't know what it is. Zara's eyes burned. Exactly. Time to roll the dice. She broadcast, Unknown contact, this is Kane, Earth Fleet. Clythar's killing Valis. Help or get out of the way. Static answered. Then a voice, mechanical, ancient. Human, we are sentinels. We judge. Your stand intrigues us. Zara coughed, laughing. Judge? Great. Love an audience. Vrax, you hearing this? Vrax's scales paled. Sentinels? Myths. But his escorts scattered further. Spooked. Valis' governor pinged, voice fierce. Kane, we're pushing drones out. You gave us a chance. Zara gripped her comm. Make it count, Governor. Her console sparked. The core's hum deafening. Cruz's scanner flared. Massive signatures, not Clythar, emerging from hyperspace. Towering crystalline ships materialized, dwarfing Vrax's fleet. The sentinel voice returned. Clythar, cease aggression. Humans, prove your worth. Zara's grin widened. Proof? Watch this. She signaled Chen. Lila, delay the core. Buy us seconds. Chen rerouted power, stalling the overload. Zara hailed Vrax. Warlord, Sentinels say hi. Want to keep fighting or call it a day? Vrax's flagship powered down, silent. The Sentinels broadcast, Clythar retreat. Valis is spared. Human, we will speak. Zara slumped, vision fading. Mateo, tell Dauntless we won. Valis cheered below, drones fleeing. The Sentinel ships loomed, their crystalline hulls glinting like judgment itself. Captain Zara Kane, barely conscious, watched the EFS Vanguard's core stabilize as Clythar ships fled Valis' orbit. The Sentinel fleet, crystalline giants, hovered, their voice resonating. Human, you defied the Clythar with cunning, not strength. Speak your purpose. Zara, blood-soaked, propped herself up, grinning. Purpose? I'm Zara Kane, Earth Fleet. We save friends, piss off bullies. Lieutenant Cruz, leaning on a crutch, whispered, Zara, Dauntless just arrived. We're not alone. Ensign Shen, bandaged, checked the console. Core's safe, but we're dead in space. Zara nodded, voice rough. Lila, keep us floating. Mateo, open comms to the Sentinels. Cruz hesitated. You're negotiating now? Zara chuckled, wincing. No time like dying. She hailed the Sentinels. You judged us, saw us bleed for Valus. Humans fight for what's right, not just what's easy. Join us, or at least don't shoot. The Sentinel voice hummed. Your species is young, reckless, yet resilient. We offer knowledge, not conquest. Data streamed to the Vanguard. Star charts, energy tech, centuries ahead of Earth's. Cruz gasped. This'll change everything. Zara's grin softened. Good. Valus needs it, the governor hailed, voice thick. Kane, you saved us. Name your price. Zara laughed. A beer and a nap, Governor. The Sentinel ships pulsed, then vanished, leaving coordinates for future talks. Dauntless docked, medics rushing aboard. Zara waved them off. Patch my crew first. Cruz shook his head. You're a mess, boss. She shrugged, blood staining her grin. Classic human. Months later, Valus rebuilt. An Earth's fleet grew fueled by Sentinel tech. Zara, scarred but standing, was promoted to Admiral, her name a galactic legend. At Valus's victory gala, she raised a glass to the stars, her crew cheering. Once a footnote, humanity now stood tall, bloody, laughing, unstoppable. HFY Sci-Fi,